Welcome back. We pick up from last week's episode with our four adventures one day away from Sindra's keep. With Del flying around, scouting ahead, and Rag just falling with style, they decided to take one last rest before making the trip.
Well, almost doesn't count, bud.
Only in horseshoes and hand grenades, buddy.
I didn't name the movie.
Anyway, so you start to make your way back down.
He can stay flying. He's got 10 minutes of this shit.
We'll say what the time that it took.
While they're all walking, I'm Peter Panning, just like, I can fly, doing loops and stuff.
You're taking kids to their endless
As I'm doing a loop, he's like, Stuart, I'm not concentrating on this anymore.
Yeah, dude. If you give me the ability to fly, I'm not doing anything now.
He kind of just floats past you with his hands behind his head and is floating on his back right next to you as you guys are as you're walking, Rag.
I feel like he would have a stick and he's touching Rag's ear, making him think it's a bug the entire time.
I want to turn.
Oh my god, I'm gonna touch Rag and make him fly now.
Yay!
That means I just drop out of the air.
So as you're sitting there floating with your arms, are your hands behind your head and your arms sticking out and you're floating off of your back. You see Croc put his hand on Croc's or Rag's shoulder, and as the spell fades, you hit the ground really hard, and Rag, you start to very slowly.
Excuse me, slow fall. Gravity. I do not hit it hard.
You hit it hard in the pride more, not in your. You're able to kind of land it, but
I'm gonna yell.
It looks silly.
I'm gonna yell back at Rag that he needs to carry me when he's done flying, so that I can take a nap because I'm gonna need a short rest. I used both my spell slots.
All right, well, give me the thing. It's my turn. Give me the thing. I want to fly.
Okay. Give me your brain.
I enabled flying and he disappeared.
I flew off into the trees.
We all did.
We're all flying now?
No, we all disappeared.
Dude, I jumped to the other side of the map somehow.
Just let it go. Let it go. All right. And you can grab it, and to control the height, you just grab it, and then you hold down control, and then you go up and down with the mouse. Also, another way to use Tailspire when adjusting both characters and pieces of the board.
And with that being said, I'd like to say, hey, Tailspire, sponsor us, please.
I like how we're really bad at teaching how to play D&D.
Wait, how do I go down?
We'll tell you how to play using Tailspire.
How do I go down? I didn't get the boost that lay me down.
Hold control. And then, pull
you. Can't come down. It's going to suck when he can't concentrate on you anymore.
Like that. How long are you guys attempting to walk?
Well, I'm not walking anymore, dude. So,
I'm singing the song "Can You Take Me Higher" by Creed while he's flying.
As they go a little bit
and
lower,
in the background, Toby only sings the part that says
between. He's fucking hitting the roof.
Yeah, but then I go low enough that Toby feels something hit him in the back of the helmet. I'm just like, sorry, dude, fell out.
Right off of his helmet. He kind of rubs the back of his head.
That reminds me of my wife.
He begins the tears. He pulls out a handkerchief and dabs his eyeballs. Stuffs it back into the clothing that he's wearing. That's also his dead wife's dress.
Why does it have stains on it?
I want to point out, I thought it was weird that you said he dabs his eyeballs instead of the sides of his eyes or anything. He straight up just stuck the handkerchief on his eyeballs. It's just... Anyhow.
Wouldn't you want to get that image out of your head, dude?
That's not even the source. You got tear ducts for that.
A Goliath PP.
Anywho. I know this is D&D and not a biology lesson. To answer your other question about how far we'd go, I'd go until the sun starts to set, is what Del would do. And be like, I don't want to get to Sindra's Keep exhausted, so I'm going to take a nap.
Yeah.
Before I get there.
I need one too.
You guys start to make your way into some a short area with trees. Not many, but enough to conceal yourself and the group. Um, a- as Rag was, enjoying his time and woo, he had his time of
Guys, look at a real helicopter.
Oh my god. I'm a real boy, Papa.
Do you warn him when you start to lose strength of the spell or not?
I mean, I left my Apple Watch back at my other house, so I don't know what time it is anyways. I don't know what 10 minutes is.
It's up until you can't control it anymore.
I'm gonna say we're walking and I sneezed, and when I sneezed, he falls.
Okay, how
there? I set a timer for the 10 minutes. I paused it though, so I could have infinite flight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be walking and kind of like, just out of nowhere, I guess, pollen or something, and I just achoo!
Oh fuck! Snatch it on the ground.
And then I try and gain consciousness again. I try and gain it again, so he kind of midway flutters, and then just, I'd say, from 9 feet up, he just smashes into the ground.
Well,
I'm
where
pretty
he's
tall,
at right now,
so that's not.
Right now on Tailspire, he's 4 tiles up.
Well, I
That's
tried to
20
go
feet.
down. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I'm a Goliath, dude. I don't know how to fly.
So you take
experience,
10 bludgeoning damage as you're like woohoo. You're starting to get the hang of the way Deluge was flying. You're trying to imitate that and sort of just make fun of him, and you're still trying to dink Toby on the way. I guess when you made your last pass, you'd kicked up some dust, and it had made its way into Croc's nostrils. Sneeze, and you feel the magic wane, and you hit the ground and just kind of slide into the dirt.
Unsubscribe.
As the group starts to walk past you.
Was that my free trial? Fucking hell.
Yeah. It's gonna be $9.99 a month if you want to keep flying.
Wait, $9.99 a month and I fly forever?
No.
Oh,
Imagine.
Right?
dude, I'm gonna be hoot
now I
at
know
these
what to
circuses.
Now I know what to give Rag. A bunch of flight potions.
Right?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be doing the
Might
helicopter
actually be
everywhere.
a horrible idea.
It would, because we'd be down here fighting while he's up there fluttering around doing nothing.
It's just this big giant
That's
Goliath.
not true. I'd be like, hey, bad guy, look at this. And I'd just make him feel bad as I twirled that thing around.
He just slams the shield.
It'll be like when
Fly
Dell
straight
decided to
down.
run off into the forest and leave us while we got our asses kicked.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't let that go.
That would hurt me more than you guys because my character has abandonment issues.
So you guys will start to set up camp. And as the night starts to go through, who's going to have first watch?
I'm going to say that I'm not, because I'm super tired from casting Fly twice.
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take second watch, but I'm gonna be looking at Croc with disdain because I feel like he did it on purpose.
Okay.
As Croc goes to sleep, I am reminded of the first time we all slept out in the woods, and I remember back to those wolves. And I, it's just kind of like reoccurring memory kind of a thing, but not like he's angry about it. He's just like, I wonder if I should be worried about that happening again.
I'm going to go to sleep and take my eye patch off so that my weird eye is the thing that's showing while I sleep.
You've had an eye patch this entire time?
Yeah.
Shows how much he
Just
fucking
like-
pays attention.
Big, lazy eye, just always staring.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
guys. I didn't really know who Croc was until we got here. So
What? Who's this guy that's
We
been
have
talking?
a wizard?
Who is he?
Also, I just not to be a background player, but it's not nighttime, so
I'm getting there. I'm literally right now currently making
Not
it
to be a backseat
nighttime.
developer or anything.
Backseat GM.
the sun's going down. All right, hey guys, look at this helicopter.
We just see a giant shadow of his wiener.
God, I
Oh my
wish.
goodness.
Truthfully, I'm over here at home. I'm just doing the light switch when I do it in the mirror, but
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus. As you guys start to make camp for the night. Perfect. So as the night starts to
don't take out my
settle
light
in
switch.
and the sun starts to drop, you guys have now set your tents up and whatnot. Toby will kind of I'm gonna bow out early, guys. I'm kind of tired. I'll take the last shift though early in the morning. If anybody wants to wake me up.
As Toby lays down and starts crying.
Yeah, he kind of just lays down. He doesn't even lay in the tent. He kind of just plops back from where he was, pulls out a flask, and kind of bloop, 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 as he's staring up at the sunset sky.
I say, how's that sobriety going, Toby?
I'll drink to that. Takes 2 more sips and puts it back into his boot.
Yeah.
I also would like to point out, I think Dell is more of a sleep under the stars kind of guy, not a tent guy.
Okay.
And I want to go lay right next to Deluge.
Yeah, I need privacy, so I'm gonna go in the tent.
Well,
I
Dell's
changed my mind. I want to go into Croc's tent.
Okay.
Croc, what's it like knowing all these spells? I'd like to know how to learn how to fly. Just like whispering in his ear all night, like, shut up, I gotta sleep.
Right? If you only knew what I actually had to do to get these spells, I don't know if you'd want to do that. But
Get ready for more stuff to be edited out.
I wasn't talking about that, dirty. Jesus.
I don't know if you know this.
I meant with my patron.
A positive pervert.
A positive pervert? Is that what you said? That's the new thing now.
A closeted pervert.
I thought you said a positive pervert. I was like, how is that even a thing?
I mean, I think it's a plus. Can you lay me down? How do I do the thing?
Right click on your guy's picture or your mini, and it'll open up a little spin wheel. And then you go to the one where it says like knock down or something like that.
I don't have a knockdown because my dude is awesome.
I'm not even in control of my character anymore, so I didn't choose to lay down in the fern.
Never mind, I can't do it either.
I can twirl. Twirl, baby, twirl. Look at me.
I like how mine and yours rights to our players was taken away, but for some reason Rag still gets his.
Yeah, that's interesting.
DM picking favorites.
Because you guys walked off the map. It says when I go to give you guys permission that you have it.
I'm going to take this time and when we lay down, I'm going to kind of try and meditate and make contact with my patron.
Good.
I don't know how to do it with her, but I'm going to try the same process that I used to use with my old patron.
Okay. Which
howling at the moon.
is how?
Oh man, I almost got weird with it real quick.
Be slow. Be slow. Say slow. I'm flashing to lose right now. If you guys can't tell.
Yeah, we can.
I don't know how to stop.
Well, technically, I really can't do that.
Hey, put that light out, Deluge. Damn, I'm trying to sleep.
I'm gonna. The way I guess I got in contact with him before was I just held onto my sword and kind of, closed my eyes and tried to fall asleep, but not really. I guess you could say falling asleep. It just got to that like drowsy phase, and then almost like how a vampire, when you like welcome them into your home. It was like he would welcome me into his realm, and that's where I would make contact with him. So I guess you could say that's what I'm attempting to try and do right now, as I'm holding my sword, just the hilt of it, and I'm staring at it, kind of getting groggy, and that's where I'm at.
Okay, make a religion check for me.
That would be a 12.
Is a warlockery really based around religion?
I mean, he was worshiping.
Would it be like an arcana
thing,
check?
right?
I think it is arcane, actually, now that you say that.
Hey, I ain't the GM. I'm just saying.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Then make a arcana check. Sorry.
Way to backseat deluge.
Hey, fucking backseat.
I have way more years of being a DM than you guys even have as a player.
A 9.
Okay, so you're better than us? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I thought this was an inclusive game, you piece of shit.
Also, we forgot to mention about the giveaway thing. I forgot who the name of it was, but we'll put that user in the video above. But
yeah,
for the next giveaway, we'll figure it out. But it'll be, you have to comment your favorite deluge moment and talk only about deluge. It builds his ego.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got this.
And we want an ego.
Still uses ego, that is. He was a circus performer. He loves entertaining.
We want a monster on our hands.
Yeah, I feel like instead of views or subscribers, Dale cares more about the comments. So please blow it up.
I do.
You'll get a miniature.
I want to hear from you guys.
You'll get a miniature of his character shipped to your house with an autograph and a picture that he uses for his character.
I'm getting a bunch of things that are like, man, my favorite moment is when he's not talking. Like,
Oh my god.
I got a story about delusion. So it's one time in basic.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I thought this was about to be a cool RP moment. You guys were just sitting around the fire or something. Who, by the way, is on guard, or is supposed to be?
Is the first watch? I'm the first watch.
Was Dell.
And as the
You were the first one to lay down.
I didn't have control of my character at the point.
Can you like put a torch on them or something? Because it's really dark.
Hey, could you turn that light off? I'm trying to sleep over here.
So go ahead and make a perception check for me, Dell, as the night, comes to a close and darkness is now taking its way over through this small forest that you guys are in.
I want to point out that I'm so glad that we have not been in a combat encounter this whole session, because my dice have not rolled above a single digit number for like half of these. I just rolled a 5, so +3, I think is what my perception is. Yeah.
Okay.
So
you hear
8?
some ruffling, but you kind of just toss it up to it's either Varric or it's fucking Rag. Walking around.
I'm afraid to turn around and see Rag on all fours.
What's up, baby?
So you kind of just poke at the fire for the remainder of your time. Who's next on the watch?
I was gonna say, for a little bit of role play, I figured like to give you insight of what's going on with Dell. He's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like anxious about being so close to possibly reuniting with his family that he's like playing over memories in his head. It first starts off like exciting memories he had with his brother and sister back to when he was with Q in the circus and everything, and then he thinks about like what will it be like when I see my sister? Will she be excited to see me? And if we were together, how we would be able to get our brother, and like I don't know. He's like excited about it, but then just being alone in the darkness with his thoughts, rolling poor perception checks, he starts catastrophizing, and it's like, what if like it doesn't go the way I want it to? What if I never find my brother? What if the information was wrong and I never find my sister? What if I find them and they're gone? Like they've died. and I wasn't there. Like, what kind of older brother am I to, my family? Like, he was responsible for them after Q passed away, and it starts weighing on him more and more. Like, am I doing like what I need to, what I want to? It's just I don't know. It starts out great, but he starts getting into these darker thoughts that start worrying him about the actual outcome.
Okay. And as this is happening and you're having these conflicting thoughts, and you could have sworn that you just sat down at the fire, and this time has passed through quickly, and as you're starting to get more anxious as you have these thoughts and feelings, the fire starts to build and pop, and boom, it very quickly brings you back to reality. As you look around, one last kind of check, and nothing much appears to come out of the dark.
Walk the perimeter.
You start to walk around and wake the next person up that's due on guard, because you do feel a bit of sleep coming over you.
Which is me.
So I guess when I wake up...
Wake up, you were on guard duty.
No, I'm sorry. When I wake up, Rag, that was the next part. I go over to wake up Rag, and instead of just going to sleep right away, I kind of want to stay up and just chat with him. And nothing in particular.
You tell me I'm on fire guard?
Yeah. But just to be like...
Dude, on Spire now. I took it out of cinematic mode.
I noticed when I couldn't move my character around anymore.
That was why I put it on.
Oh, so he'd stop screwing around.
And while you were RPing, yes.
Well, I mean, hey, I want you guys to know a little backstory on Reg. I sleep roll sometimes. So,
is that what you were doing?
Yep, sleep rolling.
Oh my god.
Anywho,
you get 100.
But just to kind of
it scares the enemy.
For his own sanity, he stays up and just talks with Rag for a little bit. Just tell me more about your. Sorry, let's go back over to the fire.
Oh, okay. Where's Toby at? Is this him? I'm gonna step on him. Where's that flask? All right, I got it. How you doing, buddy?
Sneak the flask off of him.
Oh my god!
Make a sleight of hand check.
I love it. I feel like though Toby would be sleeping with it like a teddy bear. Like he.
Oh yeah.
He loves that.
It's in his hand.
Like I replaced it.
It's sentimental
I
to
replaced
him.
it. Replaced
it. Does an Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I slipped it out, slipped something else in.
+3. All right, let's go, baby.
Sleight of hand.
He's gonna be real scared when he wakes up and sees the
11 + 3, so 14. I rolled a 14. What did you roll on your sleight of hand check?
I rolled an 8.
An 8?
Yep.
Okay, so as you start to slowly pull it away, he pulls it away real fast. And what the hell are you doing? Fuck face, and he kind of just rolls over and tucks it underneath his armpit, and very quickly back to.
Okay, I rolled a 16 for a strength check to punch Toby in the face and take it.
Knocks him out. Jesus Christ!
We tried doing this the nice way.
You realize Toby's AC is 18. You'd have to roll an 18 to hit him.
Roll to hit, but roll with advantage because he's asleep.
Oh my god!
Well,
Natural 20.
I actually did get a 6. When I said that, I got a 16 the first time, and I got a +3 multiplier. So I technically.
Oh my
19.
god!
So I got that fucking flask.
It's you. You just gotta punch him a few times. You finally get your hands on top of the flask and start pulling, but he's giving some resistance. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
I just did. It was a 16.
Make another one. You guys are starting to pull.
Tug of war.
With the flask.
Now we're seeing who the real drinking
he
problem
has a
is.
plus 2 he has a
And
plus
it's Toby.
strength.
I got a
18.
17, dude.
18.
I got a
Oh!
17.
I rolled a 16 plus 2.
But I got a plus 3. 17 plus 3.
Oh my! You got to start adding them when you tell us automatically.
start adding them.
Don't tell us
I don't
that.
know why I do that. I'm sorry.
So as he's kind of pulling, Toby feels it stripping from his fingers, and then he flies back, and he pops up real fast, and he goes, "Give that back!"
God damn it,
And
Toby,
then,
you're sleeping, you little bastard. Go back to dreaming about your wife and give me that fucking flask.
He wipes the tears away. Okay.
Sticks a handkerchief right onto his eyeball.
Pulls out another flask from his other boot and
What the
zips it
fuck?
off and puts it
Jesus
back on.
Christ!
Rag takes his first sip. Why the fuck is this White
Good
Claw?
night. And falls backwards again. And just kind of, good night.
That's when you know
He's gonna
someone has a
wake
drinking
up-
problem, when they own 2 flasks.
What are you saying?
Anywho.
I don't like paying for all my drinks at the bar, okay?
Anywho. I guess Del, to distract himself from his thoughts, is just like, hey, Rag, like, tell me about, like, where you're from, kind of thing. Not like introductory, just like more about where he's from. Like, not the basic stuff, because Del would probably already know that by now. But just kind of like, hey, tell me more about that, those clans and everything. Just asking him to say something to get his mind off of his family.
So you want to know about my history?
Just tell me a story about the war you guys were always in.
I'll start from the beginning. When I was born, I was kind of the runt of the litter. Running around, tiny, feeble, young. My father was disappointed. He was the war chief, and he wanted a war chief's son. And I was not that, because I loved animals and I hated killing things. My mother tried to save me from this world by taking me somewhere else to live a new life. And she died. And then I went back to the clan and became a warrior, a war chief. And we battled the 4 clans. And when we finally rallied together and decimated one of the clans, they rose together under one banner. And they came back and slaughtered my tribe.
Del's gonna focus real quick on what he said about the beginning and be like, hey, I didn't know you. Like, I never thought about it. How I noticed that, you pet that spider when we were in that one dungeon, you were playing with that bear. I guess you really do care about animals. What are the animals like from where you're from? I've never been to the land you're from.
Truthfully, I never got to play with the animals because they were food. Where I came from, it was a harsh climate. We needed all we could to survive. Pets weren't a thing. So seeing a circus where there was tons of animals that were essentially playing with each other just was breathtaking to me.
Yeah, that's awful. I'm sorry, man. Well, I'll tell you what. When we're done with all this, how about we take you to a pet store, get you a hamster or something?
Okay, as long as it's not a chameleon.
Is that a thing that you as the player and your character both share, that you hate chameleons?
Oh, I hate them. They just suck as pets, dude. I knew this other Goliath, and he had one with his girlfriend, and his name was Charmander, and he was an asshole.
Interesting. No, anywho, I should probably get some sleep. Let me know if anything happens.
Okay.
As you begin to get up, I need both of you guys to make a perception check.
Let's not even pretend that it's going to be a good number.
I also rolled a 19. which
I rolled a
didn't really
19.
need to. I didn't really need to, but
Oh yeah, dude! I got
Good
a
roll for-
natty. Dude, I got a natty 1. Know what I'm saying?
you got a 1.
Rag is confused and he's like, all right, yep, I'm going to sleep too.
You're actually as you get up, Deluge, and you bid farewell to Rag, and you start making your way towards your pad that you have lay out some of your stuff. You hear a rock ting 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 off behind Rag.
Very metal rock. I'm like, shh. Rag, you hear that?
Nope.
Rag was actually digging so far in his ear he was just hearing white noise. The tinnitus sound.
First off, I use warm water to clean my ears. You shouldn't use anything else. Also, I'm stuck in the traumatizing path of my youth, thinking of my mother dying since Grow just brought that up for no reason.
Dell,
like, remember when your mom died? And then, yeah.
And I never brought that up. You brought it up.
Did.
I said, tell me a story about the war, and you said, let me start at the beginning.
That's not what I heard.
Anywho, while he's now going through his trauma, I'm going to grab a stick out of the fire and walk over towards the sound I heard, and use it as a torch.
Okay. So you make your way kind of the back of the tent here, looking out. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
And while this is going on, I am chugging that flask.
And Rag, I need you to go ahead and roll a perception check.
7.
We should do a liver strength check.
You
I got an 18.
You hold it out there, and you're not really seeing much. You can't really see too far. You kind of look over at the bushes. You don't really see anything. Rag, you see a rock go clear over your head, zoom, and behind you into the bushes.
Yep. I saw a rock go over my head. Came from the northeast. Contact from the northeast. I got it. Well, I did roll an 18. Did I see more than just a rock flying over my head, or
like it came out of the darkness at you over your head by like a clear 2.5 feet, boom, into the bush behind you. About a small to medium-sized rock, not like a fucking damage doer.
Deluge.
What's up?
Did you see that rock?
No, where'd it come from?
Some hooligans throwing rocks at us.
Damn teenagers.
It's just me, Wilmo.
Son of a bitch.
I've been following you guys from the bar.
I really miss you.
Hey, Wilmo, I'm glad you're here. I want to do a strength check and rip Wilmo in half.
Oh my god.
Anywho. No, so yeah, I'm going to briskly run over to where he heard the rock come from.
Okay. I'll let you move your guy.
Well, I don't know which direction the rock, you just said over his head. So if he said it landed that way, I would go the opposite direction.
There's only one set of bushes on the map, right? Oh, there's bushes right there. Yeah. There's multiple. My bad.
Okay, sorry. As you guys approach, you guys roll a perception check or an investigation check, either or, whichever one is your best.
Delusion, I'm not gonna lie, I think I know who it is.
15. Who is it?
15? Okay.
I rolled an 8, but I have a theory. I think it's whoever set up this camp before us.
I swear to God.
Let me see if this will work. Okay.
No, we already went over this. Your person doesn't have a god; he has a patron.
That's right.
I swear to patron.
I swear to
You
patron.
see laying down Deluge what seems like the top of the head of a kobold. And it's looking at you very panicked.
It's an adult iguana.
Rag does not see it. You are the only one that sees it.
I'm like, oh crap! He just said he doesn't like chameleons.
Yeah.
It's an iguana. I'm
like, hey, buddy.
I don't hate chameleons, okay? I just never want to own one again. Or I mean, my friend doesn't want to own one again.
I look down at the kobold and I'm like, hey, buddy, don't panic. And don't throw another rock.
Could you point it out to me?
I figured if you heard me talking.
Ragnarok slams his axe down on top of its head.
You don't even see it.
You just see Deluge talking. So I just think Deluge is talking to himself?
I'm assuming he heard the little growling sound come back at me. I believe kobolds speak Common and Draconic.
They do.
But all right, I'm just saying.
He's like kind of mimicking, like kind of doing on his throat, like, hey, I don't speak, like.
Rag just thinks Dell's over here ripping ass.
Nice one, dude. Listen to this one.
Just like a fucking French horn.
They'd just fart right on that kobold's head.
You actually, while you're in the attempt of trying to get a hold of your patron, you're unsuccessful, but you are woken up to a really loud.
I didn't know we were close to the sea. Why is there a foghorn?
I actually accidentally told the kobold I was in love with it with my ass.
Just gonna poke my head out of my tent. Do I see anything?
Strong winds blow from the northeast.
You said a perception check?
Yeah, or an investigation check, whichever one is your best.
I rolled a 20.
Like a nat 20, or you got...
Total.
Okay, give me... Okay, so as you peek your head out, stand your guy up here. Kind of popping your head out. You see to the left, you see Rag kind of just trying to rip ass. Kind of confused at what Deluge is doing. Deluge looks like he's talking into the void. Eventually you see he's talking to something with the top of its head looking like a kobold. You also pan over on the other side where Deluge's stuff is, and you see a kobold kind of digging through some of Deluge's things with a pot on his head.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the pot to scare him.
The pot that's on his head?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to kill him.
It's like shooting his hat off.
I'm gonna try use this as a form of intimidation, if I can do that.
I wish you could see how the helmet is on this guy, on this kobold. It's basically a fucking helmet.
I rolled a 17.
That hits.
His head is gone. He is intimidated.
Roll damage.
I am... it'd be a total of 23 damage. Because I do 2 blasts.
Okay.
And they both knock shit 10 feet behind him.
So as you send it out, he lets out a ginormous whine. 10 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Why am I unable? think that was 15. Oops. And does it knock him down or?
No, just
That
knocks
to
him
make
back. Knocks him back.
Okay. So, and he lets out a kind of a cry, and you see the one in front of you, Deluge, kind of pop his head up and then you see one of them, another one now, jump over Toby's body and is now standing on top, banging
Trying to grab that flask.
a pan on top of his chest while just standing on top of Toby.
I walk over, I take the pan, and I start hitting Toby.
Okay, so as you make your way, Deluge is now having a car stuck in conversation. You turn to make your way towards the kobold that is standing on top of Toby. You are now also Croc engaging in the other one that was going through Deluge's things.
I was gonna say, when all this starts happening, I think Deluge is kind of probably look back at Croc like, what the hell happened? And then see the guy banging the pans. He's probably going to reach out and try and grab the kobold in front of him so he doesn't try to run away.
Well, the kobold is, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20 something feet. Because look, I'll light him just so you can see where he is.
I thought you said I was looking at him from a bush.
That's what I thought too.
Hey, man, the kobold's laying on his back showing you his stomach. That's a trust thing, right?
No, he's laying down behind the rock trying to hide.
Oh, never mind.
I thought I was going up to talk to him. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
As I walk to the one banging
I'll move you
pans, I let him know his grip isn't good.
I mean,
I
that's
try
fine,
to show him a better grip.
We'll say
His
like
pants.
as where you were is where you were able to see him because that's kind of where the character was. But
Okay.
you make your way. You walk a few feet forward. But as Rag starts to make his way towards the one that is engaged with Toby, that is where we will leave off for this session.
Alrighty. Again, big thanks to all the new subscribers we've got. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below your favorite Deluge moment so he can read and get a bigger EP. And also be entered into our next drawing for a Hero Forge miniature.
And it won't be at random. It will only be the one that Deluge likes the most.
Yeah,